beep beep. Ni hao. From Beijing. So we are out and about already on our way to the Great Wall of China. China is full of wonders, but also surprises. Some say the Great Wall is too crowded to enjoy. Others say it's impossible to visit with kids. But what if they are wrong? What if even the most exhausting travel days become the ones you remember most? And what if this wall, with all its chaos and beauty, could still teach us something deeper? About patience, courage, and family. Come with us to one of the world's greatest landmarks and see it through the eyes of a traveling family of 5. Welcome back to our travel journal. We're a German-Turkish family of 5 who's passionate about discovering the world. Not just to educate our kids, but to connect deeply with different cultures, challenge our perspectives, and share raw, honest moments with you. If you are new here, in our last episode, we wandered through Beijing's hutongs, tasted authentic Peking duck, and discovered how ancient traditions still shape modern life in China. We are taking you far beyond the city to walk in the footsteps of emperors and tourists. Many tourists. Tuesday morning. We had been told this was the best day to visit the Great Wall. Fewer crowds and less traffic. When we got tickets for the metro, I received a WeChat message. The wall had been closed for 3 days due to the heavy storms in the past 3 days. And now, all the missed tours were being rescheduled for today. Still, we were hopeful. Oh, ist die voll. Halleluja. Alle beschäftigt hier. The sun was out, the kids were excited, and even if we weren't alone, we were going to make this day our own. I had booked professional transportation with Mubus tours because getting a Didi, a taxi for 5 people for that distance is not guaranteed, and I thought it would be convenient to get guidance on entry, routes, and such. And it was helpful indeed.
So we're going to the Mutianli Great Wall, which is the most beautiful section of the entire Great Wall. It lasts for 5 kilometers long, and it has 20 watchtowers that has very significant history and very significant also international relationship behind those watchtowers. Actually, all the presidents around the world, when they come.
The ride to Mutianyu was smooth and scenic. We got a little history lesson and some route suggestions that were very helpful for the day. Upon arrival, we got the chance to use the restroom. For all the Westerners out there who don't know, that's what they often look like. And then we were greeted with tea, snacks, and the offer to add on souvenirs or lunch.
Wir dürfen sogar kostenlos so kleine Snacks und die schmecken wie Linsen so als
We didn't book any add-ons. but opted for simplicity. But on our way to the shuttle bus, we already saw it. The crowd. On our way, we already saw some souvenir stands and joked about getting t-shirts with the print of I love Beijing.
Ich bin seit 2 Tagen hier und habe immer noch keinen Looking Coffee.
Den musst du jetzt verdienen. Kannst du dir nachher.
So we took the shuttle bus for maybe 2 minutes to the base station.
And let me know if you have any questions.
It was quite easy to find one's way. There was a waiting line for the passport control, but it didn't take too long. And we found ourselves pretty quickly on the cable car.
Von mir aus können wir auf die Stadt zu wandern.
Das werden wir in Zeitverstehen noch ganz viel haben. Also. Da ist die längste Bahn, 28 Minuten Fahrt.
Was?
Ja.
Das ist, glaube ich, die längste der Welt sogar.
Fahren wir mit der?
Ja.
Warum?
Ich glaube, das kommt gar nicht daher, wo wir hin müssen.
Warum gehen wir da mal hin?
Aber jetzt sind wir hier. If you are new to our channel, let me mention here. In that moment, Alpay was battling with his fear of heights. And when we got outside, we saw it. So, da geht's hoch. Wollen wir hoch? Rauf? A bottleneck at the entrance of the actual Great Wall of China. Have you ever played Tetris? Well, from afar, this looked like human Tetris level 99. But eventually, we stepped onto the stones of Watchtower 14. And looked out west, across history. Ni hao, from humankind's most iconic landmark, the Great Wall of China. So we've been hiking for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. Yeah. Not that long, actually. But the start was very, very crowded. So you couldn't really enjoy the view, I think, because you were just busy dealing with the crowds. But the landmark itself and the view is stunning, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
But it's also quite warm already. Probably around 26, 27 degrees Celsius. And it's going to get warmer. The kids, now it's getting dark because we're in one of those watchtowers. Watchtower number 17. And our guide on the bus explained to us that we should make our way up to watchtower number 20. And if we manage that, we can call ourselves great person or great people. So that's our plan for right now. Yeah, but I just want to say that the kids are still wearing their jackets because there are quite a lot of insects flying around here. And I think they're annoyed by that, despite the crowds here. But here behind Watchtower number 17, I feel like it's not that bad anymore. So you actually have some space to walk again. Earlier, you were pretty much just standing still, because there are some people who probably shouldn't try to climb the Great Wall of China anymore. They have trouble walking up or down the stairs that are not even at all, you know. Some are really small, some are really big, so I guess it's hard for people who have some knee conditions or something like that. But the view is stunning, and I can only imagine what it must look like in fall. Right now it's spring, the landscape still looks like winter, only the beginning of spring. It's not really green yet, but I can already imagine what it could look like.
We made it!
Yes, at first it was overwhelming. Every watchtower felt like a photo shoot. Every step was someone else's photo. So we squeezed past tripods and posing couples and tried to find our pace. And slowly, something shifted. We started breathing in the moment. The wall became steeper, the sun hotter. We sipped water in the shade of ancient towers. And then, the final challenge, a staircase so steep that many turned back. Also, Alpa and Emmet decided not to go. But Laila, Malik and I, we climbed all the way up and stood at the top. And now we can say it. We climbed the Great Wall and earned the title of hero. Did you know that in Chinese tradition you are not considered a real hero until you've climbed the Great Wall? Well, we did it. And Malik felt like one until he had to go down the steep stairs again. Da hinten lehnen, okay? Aber ich persönlich finde es so seitlich besser. Guck mal, wie es... Super, aber nicht einfach weitermachen, okay? Ist okay, einfach. Eventually, we made it. And we rewarded the kids with a little snack. Okay, kurzes Resümee.
Ich?
Kurzes Resümee.
Ehrlich? Für mich ist es, weiß ich nicht, macht auch keinen Spaß. Also die Mama an sich ist interessant, aber wegen der Höhenart macht es mir halt keinen Spaß.
Ehrliches Resümee.
Also ich finde die Mauer an sich ist ja auch sehr schön aus und so was die Landschaft. Aber ich finde halt, also das ist halt so steil nach unten und dann ist das halt hügelig. Ich finde das richtig geil. Was?
Und du, Leilich?
Cool. Ich esse da ein halbes Osterei.
Haben wir denn schon Ostern? Würdest du jetzt nochmal mit hochklettern wollen?
Ist so.
Schatzi, sag das doch nochmal. Warte.
Ja, hier ist es angenehm. Einfach hier so spazieren ist nett. Just walking around here in this area is very nice. Especially with this weather today. And there's always a light breeze when you walk here.
Do you feel your legs?
No.
No, not at all.
I'm pretty strong.
Well, he says he's pretty strong. I have to admit, even though I'm training for a marathon these days, all this walking up the stairs, I do feel a little bit in my legs, like they're a bit of shaky. It's fine, I can still walk steadily and strong and everything, but I feel like I have to eat well later on. And Malik is even running again.
Moin.
Jetzt willst du was sagen?
Ni hao.
How's your Great Wall experience?
Very, very good
Kannst auch auf Deutsch sagen.
and cool.
Okay, was hast du vorhin gesagt? Das muss jeder, der nach China kommt, machen?
Also jeder, der hier in China ist, muss auf jeden Fall hier hin.
Warum?
Weil es hier wirklich sehr cool ist.
Schaffen wir es bis zum nächsten Ding? Da darfst du. Schaffen wir es bis zum nächsten was zu holen, ja, oder?
Ja.
Warte mal, wo sind die anderen? We lost the others.
Die holen sich da jetzt.
I think this is watchtower number 19. And there they are. The way back was really relaxing. We didn't even mind the crowd anymore. Watchtower 14, we took the cable car down and then rode the ski lift to the south entrance for the east route. Ich glaube, sie meinte Gesundheit.
Das war ein chinesischer Lisa.
Ja. Sanji, wir hoffen, Sie haben Ihren Aufenthalt genossen. Die Sonne knallt gar nicht so sehr. After the intense situation with Alpa and Emmet's fear of heights, I was worried whether we can really take the ski lift up to tower number 6. There was not enough time to hike up and we were quite hungry already. but my two men decided that they can do it.
Und wie ist?
Cool.
Ist zum Glück nicht so hoch, ne?
Ja. Ja, ich dachte auch, ich muss die Cappy irgendwie abnehmen, aber ist ja wirklich. Wie ist das hier vorne eigentlich festgemacht?
Guck mal, da siehst du das.
Ja. Papa. Wie ist diese Stange hier vorne festgemacht?
Keine Ahnung.
I think they were quite nervous. But how about you? Do you mind heights? Would you have felt comfortable riding the cable car, the ski lift, or climbing the Great Wall?
Wir können gleich auf jeden Fall Laila, Malik und Mama aufnehmen, wie die dann da oben ankommen.
Bei uns auch erstmal.
Ja.
Also hier ist schon ein bisschen höher, ne?
Ja, aber ich finde das ist jetzt...
Ich würde jetzt auch lieber mit der Rodelbahn runterfahren, als wieder mit diesem Lift da runterzufahren.
Ich find, also mit so Lifts habe ich eigentlich kein Problem.
Okay.
Zumindest hier. Manchmal ist man ja da auch wirklich höher. Also es wäre, wenn man dann irgendwie mitten auf der Fahrt so stecken bleibt. Das finde ich.
I think my men did a really good job. So let's give them some love in the comments. Our plan was to hike from Tower 6 to Tower number 1. And then, after return, we wanted to take the toboggan down. And we had already paid for it. For 30 yuan, you could get your photos here. And we opted in, because we thought that's very affordable. And then, we saw the queue for the toboggan. It was supposed to close soon, and we'd already paid. So it was now or never. So instead of hiking, we joined the line. Again. I'll admit, I was disappointed. So much waiting, so many missed views. I knew I had to just accept it. The kids were tired, and I was grateful for all that we got to experience already. Okay, so we are about to enter the toboggan run, which is 1,580 meters long, one of the longest in Asia. We've done it before in Burgstagat, a small town close to my hometown. But there, the toboggan run is only, I don't know, a couple hundred meters long. So 1,580 meters from the top of the Great Wall of China down to the bottom again is something special for sure. And we're not sure right now whether Malik is allowed to go by himself. He wants to, really. But he's like on the limit of what is. So, well, we'll see whether Malik can ride on his own or whether he has to ride together with me. We'll see.
Seid ihr bereit?
Ja.
Bremse. Alles okay? Super. Alles okay, Emmy?
Yeah, apparently the world's longest toboggan ride, that day, it was a bit slow. The family in front of us had small kids and went snail speed. But well, we were all safe, not just thanks to staff along the way.
Na, wie war's?
Ja, meine Beine.
Ja, hier in den Leisten.
Ja,
oder?
hier so.
Bei mir
Aber ich
auch.
finde zwischendurch war das normal.
Hä?
Ja, trotzdem.
Guck mal kurz, wie es war.
Ich konnte meinen Hebel nicht nach vorne drücken.
Das war schwer, ne? Mit dem Hebel. Ich konnte das also mit einer Hand, war es für mich auch immer schwer. Weil das
Ich habe auch schon mit beiden.
Ja, weil der immer abgebremst ist bei mir. Dann bin ich halt nicht voll
Du
durchgedrückt.
hattest so ganz langsame Folie, ne?
Ja.
Kenn ich.
Ah, das ist jetzt,
Es steht, dass man langsam fahren soll.
ja, ich hätte auch gern Vollgas gegeben, aber das ging aber nicht.
Und wenn man es war nur einmal daran halten.
Now we were really rushing, because we only had about 10 to 15 minutes left to get some snacks and souvenirs and a coffee for Alpai before the last bus to Beijing left. We're curious now. Would you rather explore the wall with fewer people but maybe miss the full picture? Or go when it's busy and experience the energy of the crowd? About 1.5 hours later, we were back in Beijing and followed our guide's tip to a hidden food court. The kind of place you wouldn't notice unless someone tipped you off. And there, among tired workers and curious locals, we had the most real dinner yet. It wasn't fancy, it wasn't fast, but it was shared with smiles and conversation. And sometimes that's the best end of a day. After dinner, and to be honest, I didn't expect to get innards when I ordered beef, but it reminded me a little of my late grandma's cooking. We talked to the local next to us for quite some time. He told us about his son and where he came from, not Beijing, and that he was impressed to see us with 3 children. If you enjoy following our adventures, consider joining our OTJ membership. You'll get access to exclusive behind-the-scenes content, early video releases, and private posts where we talk more deeply about our family's travel life. And the best part? All profits go directly into improving our gear, so that we can keep bringing you even better stories from around the world. What a day! The wall challenged us and reminded us what it means to be patient, persistent, and present. Have you ever visited a world-famous site and felt overwhelmed by the crowds? Would you climb a nearly vertical staircase on the Great Wall or stop where it feels safe? What would you have chosen? the hike or the toboggan? Our adventure in Beijing isn't over. In the next episode, we visit a place that was once off limits to almost everyone. The Forbidden City. Don't miss it. And until then, thank you for traveling with us. See you on our travel journal.